Hare Krishna Mataji.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Dandavat pranams. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Let's take a minute and start with the opening prayers.
Shall I read the opening prayers, Mataji?
Yeah, please start, Mataji.
Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitim Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupak Kada Makyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sargana Raghunadhanditam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sargana Lalitam Sri Visakanditam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Today we will be seeing the second chapter, 47th verse.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandavat pranam. Hare
Pranam Prabhu, Ram Prabhu, Pranam. Yes, today is a very important verse. And Pranam Mataji, Pranam Savitri Mataji. It's a very, very important verse. And most of the people know this verse and they use it. But how many understand this verse? We will see. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sango astva karmani. Yes, please read the verse.
Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sangostava akarmani. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Karmanyo vadikaraste mam phaleshu kadachana mam karma phalaheturbhur mam te sango atsva karmani. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare
Yeah, somebody is reading. Yeah, read.
Karmanyevadhikaraste ma baleshu sudarshana ma karma.
Kadachana, Mataji, Phaleshu Kadachana.
Sorry. Ma paleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sange stava akarmani. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, may I read? Yeah. Bindu Mataji will read and Kusumlata Mataji. Read. Kusumlata Mataji, read. Kusumlata Mataji, read.
Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur te sangostava karmani.
Yes. Next.
Karmane adhaya karmastha.
Mataji, not. Karmanye vadhikaraste.
Karmanye evadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu ma te sanga sri akarmani.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Read, Prabhu, read.
Yes. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhur ma te sango sakarmani. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Anybody else would like to read the verse? Yes. Karmani, in prescribed duties, eva, certainly, adhikaraha, right, te, of you, ma, never, phaleshu, in the fruits, kadachana, at any time, ma, never, karma phala, in the result of the work, hetuhu, cause, bhu, become, ma, never, te, of you, sangaha, attachment, astu, there should be, akarmani, in not doing prescribed duties. So now we will see the word to word and translation. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities and never be attached to not doing your duty. So this verse, how many of you have heard before? Many of us.
Many of us, yeah.
Many of us. And what did you understand out of it, from it?
To do your duty and never think of the results.
Okay.
Do your duty and never expect reward.
David, okay, then.
Say we have to do our prescribed duties and the results we should take it as mercy of Bhagavan.
Okay. Yes. Anybody else?
You are not the cause
seeing the
of
results, you have to do your duty.
What,
Without
Prabhu?
seeing the results.
Without seeing the result, you have to do your duty. Yes. Ram Prabhu is saying something? Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, you are supposed to do you are supposed to do karma, but you should not expect the results.
Yeah, okay.
But you should not leave the karma.
Yes.
You should not leave the karma. You have to do the karma.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Mataji, somebody was trying to say something.
Yeah, we should do the work without expecting the result and the cause of it, and otherwise we will have that reaction will come to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If we have to do the duty, we should not expect the result or the cause, and otherwise we will get a reaction. Yes. So,
And we are not supposed to be away from we are not supposed to abstain from our duties also.
we are not supposed to abstain from our duties. Yes. Prabhupada writes in the purport that there are three things in this. If you see prescribed duty, capricious work, and inaction. Prescribed duties means whatever is recommended in Shastra for the Varna, for the Ashrama, whatever we are, its state in which we are and whichever body we are in, like Stri, ladies have got some Stri Dharma also. Then you have, the Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma, you have so many duties. Then you have the, towards your country, Desha, towards, the people around you. So it's like so many prescribed duties are there in Shastra for for the humans. Then capricious work, that means which is not supposed to be done, which is something which is not authorized in the Shastra, but people just do it because they want to do it, or they feel it is right, or they feel it will give them happiness, or this is what they want to do. And there is something called inaction. That means completely stop. That means abstaining from the work. You have just given up that work. So Prabhupada then writes that there are these three works, and the Lord has advised Arjun that you should not be inactive, but you are supposed to do your duty without being attached to the result. Now we will understand, before going to the next purport, where Prabhupada discusses about the daily duties, which you have to do, daily dharma, whatever the activities. We sometimes the activities which we do occasionally, or it is like, once in a lifetime. And then there is something called whichever activities are unnecessary, but we do it for our sense enjoyment. So Prabhupada will then discuss that. But before that, we will see in this particular verse, there are 4 aspects spoken about. Karmanye evadhikaraste. That means you have right to perform your prescribed duty. This is the first thing Krishna said. Nobody can stop you from performing your duty. You have a right to perform, and you have to perform your prescribed duty. The second part is you are not entitled to the fruits of action. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of you are not entitled?
It is decided according to our karma and desire by the Bhagavan. So he is giving the results. So we are not entitled to see.
If it is in your karma, if you have done punya karma, even if you don't do your duty, you will get the result, isn't it?
Mathaji can't understand. All are submitted to the Krishna.
We should do our duty, but results whatsoever to be, we should actually offer it to Krishna, so that whatsoever may be, just like we say Sarvam Krishnapana just like that we should do the duty.
Okay, so the point mentioned here by Krishna is
Mataji, we should not think that we are the doer of the action. Any action, whatever we do, we should not think that we are the doer.
That is the third point you're discussing.
Like, we should not take it to ourselves that, okay.
Mataji, that is the third point.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yes, yes.
Do your duty and leave the result to Krishna. Whatever the outcome may be, it is his discretion, Mataji.
Yes. So you are not entitled to means you shouldn't think that now that I have done my duty properly, I should get this result. It is not necessary. That means you don't have the right to demand the result. You don't have the right for the result of your activity, or you should not demand that result. I have done this activity, Krishna, so perfectly well, I should get this result. No, you cannot demand, because the result is not only dependent on your action. It is dependent on so many other factors. Krishna's will, somebody's message, one please switch it off. It is Krishna's will, and Krishna's will be sometimes based on your past karma, whether you have accumulated the punya, whether you have the merit to get the result. There are so many factors. Your action alone cannot determine the result. So you have a right to do your duty, but you should not demand the result. Then the third portion of the shloka says, never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities. One should not think that I am the cause because of which I have got this result. I have done my duty so well that I have got this result. You are not the only cause. There are so many other causes behind you getting the result. So there may be two students in the class who are equally intelligent, who have got nearly the same marks, but sometimes you will observe they have gone into two different ways in their lives, two different careers. One may have just attained the topmost position, other may be well placed, but he did not reach the top. Then what is wrong in it? If the intelligence is same, they both are hardworking, they both used to get same marks, then there is something called the destiny. Destiny is what? The punya or whatever merit you have acquired from your previous lives, or the papa, and then the will of Krishna. So you are not the cause of your results. And anybody who says, I worked hard, I studied 18 hours and that's why I got this result. Yes, your hard work was important. You did your duty perfectly well. And with that, everything else was favorable. The permission of Krishna or the will of Krishna was there. That's why you got the result. So one should not think that he is alone responsible for the result. That is the third aspect of the shloka. And the fourth aspect is never be attached to not doing your duty. See, whether I work or not, supposing sometimes, one gets the thought, even if I work, I don't get the result. So why struggle? Why waste my time? Better I don't do. Supposing for an exam, a child, if he is given an option, there are so many professional courses where they have options, or even in school, like the child may say, no, I'm not very well prepared, so better I'll skip the exam. Inaction. Or sometimes I have next attempt, so I will not write this attempt. So just leave it. It's a convenient decision. I don't say it is right or wrong, but it is that you should not give up your activities. Because if you think that I am not the cause of the result, I cannot demand the result, so why should I do my work? But no, one cannot give up the action. Because it is our duty to perform the actions, whatever is prescribed to us. So if you see, gradually Krishna in this particular verse is stressing on Nishkama Karma Yoga. He has been speaking about Karma Yoga after he spoke about Karma Kanda. Now he spoke about Karma Yoga, and here clearly he speaks about Nishkama Karma Yoga. So you shouldn't be attached to the fruits of the action, as well as you should never be giving up your duty. Whether you get the result or not, you are not supposed to give up your duty. You have a right to perform your duty, but you should never demand the result. So the point is, you have to work as though the entire result is dependent on your work. 100% effort, 100% sincerity, 100% hard work. But the focus should be only on your work, not on the outcome. See, the point is, what can you control? What is in your hand? Only your effort is in your hand. So give the best out of it. Give the best to it and forget about the outcome. See, the
Can
goal
we equate it as fate?
What, Prabhu?
Can we equate it with the fate?
Equate it to fate. See, Prabhu, not always that everything will happen according to fate. You have to do your part of the work also. The results part, after your work, you can say fate. Supposing a person will just sit idle under the tree, if it is in my fate, I will get food. It may happen that 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, he gets food. But after a point, if he is sitting idle, he may not get it. Then he may have to endeavor to get it, no, Prabhu? So not everything is fate. If you leave everything on fate and you sit idle, it will not function like that, Prabhu. You have to put in your effort also. So the result, you can say, based on the fate. But your work is in your hand. Your dharma is to do your work. The result, okay, you can say a part of it, the fate will play a role in it. So, the point mentioned here is that now the question is, they are saying that you should not give up your duty. And as Mataji said just now, that if you give up your duty or abstain from your duty, you will get a sinful reaction. The point is, whatever is your prescribed duty is a means to purify yourself. This verse is not only from material point of view, from material activities, from material results. No. Whatever activities you are doing, prescribed activities you are doing, they are also a way of purifying yourself, elevating yourself. See, the purpose of Gita is to understand what is temporary, what is permanent. We the souls are eternal, body is temporary. It is going to be destroyed. So, with that conscious, you are supposed to perform the activities. Not only to get material results, but to purify yourself. That's why in 2.13 verse, 2.11 verse, 12 verse, Krishna spoke about the soul, and till 30th verse he spoke about the qualities of the soul, the nature of the soul. And when you have this knowledge, it is not that you will be applying it only from ordinary worldly point of view. This even karmanyeva adhikaraste, you have to understand from the spiritual point of view, that whatever activities you do in your day-to-day life, you have to do as a human, being a grahastha, in whichever varna you are, But ultimate purpose is to purify yourself because you are the soul and you have to elevate yourself to the stage of perfection. So all these material activities are just, what do you call it? It's like a duty you have to do. It's a kind of a side activity, not the main activity. The soul's focus should be to purify, elevate, and attain perfection. So in that process, he has to do all these worldly duties. So all our worldly duties we have to do with spiritual understanding of life. So that is, I am supposed to act in detachment. Nishkama Karma Yoga means you are doing your activities with a sense of detachment. With that understanding. And that understanding is that I am not this body, I am the soul, I have to act, I have to do these duties, but with detachment. So this is applying the knowledge. This is kind of wisdom with which we work. So if from the material point of view, Nishkama, without any expectation, without demanding the result, you did your duty. And from spiritual point of view, it means that you are doing those activities as a matter of duty, but you want to absorb yourself in the activities which will be for the pleasure of the Lord. From Bhakti Yoga, it is any activity you do is for the pleasure of the Lord. From material point of view, you do those duties so that you don't get any sinful reactions and you purify yourself. And by not expecting any result, you are undisturbed or you are at peace. You gave your best, you are unaffected by it. And then you never think that I did this, so I should get that. I am the cause. So you are unaffected by whatever is happening. After your effort is over, you are at peace. So the conclusion, if you see, of this verse is that you have the right to do work because this is your duty. And by doing your prescribed duty, you will be purified. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. Being a Kshatriya, fighting this battle is your duty, and doing your duty, you will never incur any sin. In fact, it will purify you, it will elevate you. And then once, second part, you are not obsessed with the result, you are not demanding the result. And so what happens is, you are unaffected by anything that is happening. And you will always remember, I am a soul, I am the servant of Krishna, I am doing all the activities because this is my duty and nothing more than that. If Krishna so desires, he can give me. If he doesn't, leave it. And then inactivity. Never be abstaining from the work because inactivity will degrade us. It will not purify us. If you just sit idle, doing nothing, then the idle mind will be a devil's workshop. Instead, if you engage in your prescribed duties, you will be purifying yourself. So, one has to do the duty properly. And here, in the second purport, what I was mentioning, Prabhupada said that we have seen the prescribed duties. They can be fitted into three subdivisions. One is the routine work, which we do every day. There is something called emergency work. And then there are the desired activities. See, routine work is a day-to-day activity which are compulsory. And in that, routine work is that which you do right from morning till evening, you have it in your schedule. And Shastra also prescribes these duties. Like you get up in the morning, you take bath. Shastra prescribes taking bath. But Shastra has not told about watching TV and all, but taking bath is compulsory, or doing your puja, cooking, cleaning, all these are routine work. Then emergency work, emergency means which is done very, very, in a limited times it is done. The word is emergency, but it is like, you do it once in a while. So in that category comes marriages, though it's not emergency, but that means it is done very rarely, or some death. So all such things are done once in a while. And then there are the desired activities, which you do for your own satisfaction. So Prabhupada writes that routine work is performed as an obligation as per the Shastra, scriptural injunctions, without any expectation of result. That is mode of goodness. That is the action in mode of goodness. And then work with results become the cause of bondage. If you are attached to the result, then it is a bondage. And such work will not be auspicious because you will be disturbed. If you don't get what you asked for, it will be agitating, you will be unhappy, and then maybe to get it, you may take up any path, or you may become very sad. All that, expectation will cause bondage. So one should do the prescribed duties, but should act without any attachment. And desired activities is something which you do for your own sense pleasure. That also has to be reduced. So Arjun, ultimately Krishna is telling all this to encourage Arjun to fight. And that's why Lord Krishna says to Arjun that you have to fight as a matter of duty. You don't think of the result. And if you are giving up this battle, this is also kind of an attachment. That is what Prabhupada writes. Because he was attached to his relatives, his brothers, he was attached to his own perception and his own image, thinking that I, as a disciple killing my guru, this is a sin. I killing my grandfather is a sin. I will get infamy. So he was somewhere attached to himself only, thinking so many things. And that attachment will cause downfall. So you shouldn't give up activity, and Prabhupada writes, inaction is sinful. So as a matter, that's why Krishna is telling, doing your duty is actual moksha. It will purify you, it will liberate you. And not thinking of the result. Arjun was thinking of the outcome. That's why he gave the reason. I will be the cause of, we will be the cause of destruction of family traditions. And because no family traditions, elders will be killed. So no family traditions, no pindodaka kriyas, ladies will become polluted, we will get unwanted population. Arjun was thinking that so many outcomes will come of this battle, and as though he is the only person responsible for these actions, or for this result. But Krishna said, you are not responsible for these results. Results are got nothing to do with you, because this entire battle is the will of Krishna. And whatever result will come, it will be the will of Krishna. So Arjun doesn't have to think what sin he will get, or what punya he will get, or what benefit he will get. So completely being detached from everything, he just has to do his duty. That's what is Krishna's instruction to Arjun. Yes, is this verse clear?
Mataji, I got to say.
Yes, yes. Yes, Usha Mataji.
Mataji. But yes, doing prescribed duties without attachment, how will it take you in the path of liberation? Only when you do devotional services will take you in the liberation.
Mataji, that is the second stage. See, Krishna has not spoken just now about Bhakti Yoga. Ultimately, Prabhupada has spoken about Bhakti Yoga in each and every purport. But actually, when Krishna is speaking, at the moment he is speaking Nishkama Karma Yoga, Mataji. So he is saying, when you do Nishkama Karma Yoga, you will not be disturbed by anything, and gradually it will be purifying your consciousness. Because they say, no, you have to tolerate all the dualities, be unaffected by that, and do your work. So gradually the conscious will be elevated. In this particular verse, Krishna is speaking about Nishkama Karma Yoga. But if you say Bhakti Yoga means, he said that. It was told later that Arjun has to do his duty as a service to Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna. That is Bhakti Yoga. That also will be spoken in Gita, Mataji. But in this particular verse, Bhakti Yoga has not been actually discussed by Prabhupada. There are acharyas in the parampara who have spoken about Bhakti Yoga in this verse. But presently we are discussing it like a Nishkama Karma Yoga, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Because gradually Krishna will take you up, no, Mataji. When you come later in the chapters, he will speak about your bhakti, and ultimate instruction to Arjun is that you do this as a service to me, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Madam, in Tamil we used to say kadamai ichai paranai edirparkade. That
Yes.
is what we often used to tell.
Correct. Correct. The goal has to be there. See, without any expecting the result, we cannot work, not expecting the result. Without having a goal, we cannot work in that direction. Having a goal is different, but going on becoming anxious and attached to the result is the problem actually.
There will be bondage then.
Yes. See, it's like, you'll be focused more on the result, whether I will get it or not, whether I will get it or not. No, you put your effort and forget it. Whether the result comes or not, leave it. Yes. Anybody has any doubt or anything to add in this verse? Anybody wants to add any points? Or how do you think you can apply it in day-to-day life? Anyway, we all have passed that age. Most of us are here, middle-aged and above that. But how can we be unattached? Is that you do all your duties, and now that we know about Bhakti Yoga, we can keep meditating on Krishna and doing all our activities. And, we have been discussing this, and Matajis have been asking, we are attached to children, we are thinking about our children, grandchildren. You do your duty towards them to the best of your ability and don't think of anything else, because Krishna will take care of them.
Mataji, that kadame say palana edirpakade, even I go for that, Mataji.
Yes. So just do your duty and don't think about the result. Keep a goal, work towards it, but rest what happens is the mercy of the Lord. Even in the spiritual path, we can go on progressing, keep a goal, take, steps, baby steps towards it. Once you reach that goal, move further, but don't think about the result. I have been chanting for so long, how come I'm not getting spiritual realizations? You do your duty sincerely, Krishna will do his job. Yes. If there are no further doubts, we can close. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai.
कृपा सिंधु नाम पावने व्यो वैष्णवे व्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees. हरे कृष्णा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.